Hello, my name is Emily, as you may or may not know, and today we are going to be talking about cheating. Cheating, and I'm not talking Monopoly or Uno, okay? I'm talking, file the divorce papers and throw away, the couple ring. I'm talking getting a DM from some random girl that starts with, "Hey girl, you don't know me, but Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. It's likely that you have, but cheating is so common. I mean, it's like, Oprah is just handing out affairs, you get cheated on, you get cheated on, you get cheated on. Everyone look under your seats. Your boyfriend is there DMing his ex. Cheating is very widely condemned. We all know this. So why do people cheat even though they know that it is so frowned upon? I feel like in most cases, no matter how mundane or monumental the action is, there has to be a reason for why people do what they do, right? So according to this article from Scientific American, when they conducted a study with 495 people, sorry, had to swallow my spit, who cheated on their partners, there were 8 key reasons for committing the infidelity: anger, self-esteem, lack of love, low commitment, need for variety, neglect, sexual desire, situation, or circumstance. So while society does demonize cheaters because it is a very hurtful thing to do, very hurtful thing, very bad thing to do, but also, human nature is very complex, and obviously, like I said, people have reasons for doing what they do, whether that be conscious or subconscious. However, these reasons serve as context for the action, not necessarily justification. Like, babe, sorry, I was just so insecure and horny. I had to get a hand job from my Instagram mutual in the back of the Chevy. It was out of my hands and into hers, hey? But like I said, life is messy and complicated, and I'm sure there's some circumstances where infidelity is found to be more justifiable than in a different circumstance. However, at the end of the day, for me, I don't personally believe that you can truly love somebody and still cheat on them. It's like, something is not computing. I know that some people disagree, but I don't personally see how that's possible. I mean, getting cheated on is so hurtful, and it literally will give you problems in the way that you view relationships and love, like, if not for the rest of your life, just like for a very long time. So I don't see how, and this is common knowledge, right, that getting cheated on can cause a lot of like romantic trauma. So if you really love your partner, I just don't see how you could potentially put them through that. And maybe I just haven't had, enough romantic experience to, no, you know what? I do this thing where I always try and leave room for nuance because I do think that's important, and people on the internet hate nuance, but that's how real life is. But no, I'm sorry. Let's just say for me, right? If I ever had a girlfriend and I cheated on her, I didn't love her. I just didn't. So if for some reason, God forbid, because I know I would never do this, but if I ever got caught in like a cheating scandal and I'm on camera like, guys, please, like, I truly loved her, it was a mistake, don't believe me. Don't believe me, because if I truly loved her, I wouldn't have cheated on her. What the fuck? But to my future girlfriend that I have not met yet, I would never cheat on you. I would never cheat on you, you gorgeous, lovely, beautiful, evanescent being. Okay. Being cheated on can disrupt your self-worth, give you, an avoidant attachment style, give you, trust issues bonanza. Trust issues, all you can eat extravaganza, okay? I mean, someone could tell you 2 + 2 = 4, and then you'll be like, but do you really mean that though? Oh, don't worry, I got the bill. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought we were gonna do that lesbian thing where we fight over who's gonna pay the bill because there's no man here, so the gender norms don't apply, and like, oh, I mean, no, don't pay, I got it. No, it's fine, I got it. Okay, if you insist. So this was really fun. I had a great time. Oh, that's rich. That is rich. What? Oh, you think I haven't heard that one before, huh? What one before? God, and I bet you would love to see me again. I would. Oh, you make me fucking sick. What I find to be very humorous, literally gives me a guffaw, is when people describe cheating as a mistake. Because it's like, which part did you not mean to do? Like when you kiss them, or when you put your tongue in their mouth like you were bobbing for apples, or when you put your hand in their down under, or when you were going in and out and in and out and in and out. And then of course, they have to bring up their trauma, like my parents are divorced and, I found mold in my bathtub and I stubbed my toe 3 years ago. And it's like, just save me the sob story, okay? Save me the sob story. What, do you want me to start playing Sarah McLachlan in the background like you're a dying puppy? Like, spare me the theatrics, okay? You had sex with someone else. Encore, encore. Have another round while you're at it. And listen, okay, I've never cheated on anybody. I've never had the urge to cheat on anybody. I don't have the mind of a cheater, okay? If any of you are cheaters, down below comment if it was a mistake or if you did it on purpose, because I just can't really wrap my head around or fathom how that could be a mistake. Because for me, cheating is like, you literally have to go out of your way to do it. I mean, even just making out, but sex? Full on coitus? I mean, baby, that's not a mistake. That's burning calories. Because for me, the word mistake, even if you feel like you're owning up to it and you're saying this is my mistake, I feel like just the word kind of takes away some of your culpability still. It makes it seem like the circumstances were out of your control. Call it a bad decision, a wrong choice, but not a mistake, as if you didn't mean to do it.
Siri, is it a nip slip if only a fraction of the areola is showing?
Oh my god, babe, you won't believe it.
The craziest thing just happened.
What happened?
Oh my god, it was so crazy. I don't even want to talk about it. It was so humiliating. So I tripped, right? And then I accidentally grazed another woman's breast. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Yeah, literally so embarrassing. And they were like so soft and supple.
Well, are you okay from the fall?
No, actually, I was pretty shaken up because I kept losing my balance, right? So I actually had to grip her breasts quite tightly, just so that I could regain my stability.
Yeah, of course, that totally makes sense.
And the worst part is, God, this is literally so embarrassing.
What?
I kept losing my balance so severely that I did end up tripping 15 blocks, and then I tripped into an Uber, and then to her place, and then somehow all of my clothes fell off, and then I was reaching for my phone, but then my hand accidentally slipped, and then I was in her.
Oh my god, in her.
Yeah, it was so out of the blue. And into the pink.
What does that mean?
Vaginally, I made a mistake of being in her in a whoopsie-daisy vaginal-esque fashion.
Babe, you are such a klutz. So I talked about this in my video about polyamory and monogamy, which if you haven't watched, go watch it after this one. But monogamy is the most adhered to relationship dynamic, even though it is constantly being broken. And I was listening to this podcast that I really like to listen to called Binge-topia. If you guys don't listen, you should. I feel like if you like my videos, you'd probably also like Binge-topia. But they had this episode called Monogamy Blues, where they call cheating the antithesis to monogamy. They brought up this point that I thought was interesting, which is that cheating is seen as a moral flaw and a reflection of poor character. Is frowned upon globally, while at the same time still being performed by a significant portion of the population. Now, although it is rather grim to think that, something so hurtful and quote-unquote immoral could be so popular in society, but there almost is a strange comfort in that too, weirdly. Getting cheated on sucks, we know this. It can feel like a dagger to the heart, and then pouring hand sanitizer in the wound, and then you're scooping out the hand sanitizer with a hot metal ladle. But when you go online and see that literally thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of other people have also had a metal dagger in their heart, it's like, at least we're bleeding out together. I think knowing that it happens so much, it does make you feel less isolated. So with that being said, all of you who are in relationships right now, make sure to cheat on your partners. Cheat on them really, really, really hard, because, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just creating a sense of community for those who have felt betrayed. Imagine you get cheated on and your boyfriend or girlfriend is like, no, babe, I wasn't trying to hurt you. Okay, I was just trying to create a sense of community for you and those who have been through the same hardships so that you could create kinship. I think one of the reactions many people have when they get cheated on is, what the fuck is wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I must not be enough. Was I not pretty enough? Was I not good enough in bed? Was I not providing X, Y, and Z? But because cheating is so common, you see these really amazing, I don't actually know if they're amazing, they could be pieces of shit, but, amazing, successful, beautiful, people who have also been cheated on. And then it kind of gives you a sense of like, oh, well, if they got cheated on, then it's like, it could happen to anybody. Here are some examples of people in the public eye who have been cheated on. Britney Spears, Halle Berry, Robert Pattinson, Eva Longoria, Sandra Bullock, Uma Thurman, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Garner, Shakira, and of course, the biggest kicker of them all, Beyonce. Beyonce. And I'm sure there are so many other examples out there as well. And even though it sucks, there is something comforting about the fact that it's like, okay, it has nothing to do with looks, money, success, XYZ. It's just something that happens sometimes. It's like a little club or something. Well, it's not really little. There's actually millions and millions of people in it. And within this club of millions of people, there are people in the club that you look at them and you're like, how could someone ever cheat on you? You seem like you have all these great things and you're gorgeous or so handsome or whatever. And it's like, oh, we're in the same club? Like, it's almost like a literal silver lining.
So, you know how I went to get drinks with my coworkers the other night? Oh God, was that girl who's always calling you her work wife there? Yes, she was there. There's so many women fawning over you, like every single shift. Aren't LGBT people supposed to be a minority? Why are there so many at your work? Well, I'm a barista in Brooklyn, so whatever. I slept with someone else. It didn't mean anything. I swear, we were both so drunk and I had no idea what I was doing and I love you. You know that I love you, right? And huzzah! Thank you, thy Lord, for your great blessings have found me. Let's go, baby. Where is that music coming from? Whoa! Celebrate good times. Come on! Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. What is happening right now? I have something in common with Beyonce now. What? We were both cheated on. Hello, get with the program. Woo! Wait, so you're happy that I cheated on you? I love Beyonce.
There is also a subjective part to cheating, to be honest. I mean, there are certain things that I think we can all agree on, like sexually explicit actions. I think most people, we all concur that that's cheating in monogamous relationships. Like if I said, yeah, me and my monogamous girlfriend, she went and bumped cooter cats with another woman, so she cheated on me. I don't think people would argue with me and be like, I don't think that counts. But, there are certain things that some people consider to be cheating that others don't. For example, some people think that watching porn is cheating. I don't really consider that to be cheating. And there's also, differences between, heterosexual and homosexual relationships. Sorry, I'm just thinking about, I haven't said the word homosexual in so long.
A homosexual man. I'm gonna be a homosexual.
No, that's a lie. I think I literally just said it. There are differences between gay and straight relationships. For example, a girlfriend might not want her boyfriend liking and commenting under his female friend's post, right? But for me, I'm not going to condemn my girlfriend for liking and commenting under her female friend's post. I'm not going to stop my girlfriend from hyping up her female friends because that's just girlhood, baby. Or, even like swiping up on stories and stuff, if a girl or boy, whoever, were to find their straight significant other swiping up on a story of a friend or whatever of the opposite sex, that might make them upset. But it's the same thing, like, for me, like, I'm not gonna stop my girlfriend from swiping up on her female friend's stories. Like, okay, it depends on the context. If she's swiping up on the story and it's like a selfie of her friend and she's, typing out a message that says, "Oh my God, you're so hot and sexy. I wish that my girlfriend wasn't so ugly and that I could have sex with you instead." Obviously, that will make me upset. But, in a general sense, that's not going to bother me because I feel like that's just a part of like female companionship. I don't know. And some people think that holding hands is even cheating. My love language is physical touch. So I link arms and hold hands with my friends all the time. Like even my friends who are taken. And if that bothers their significant others, they've never said anything to me. So I don't think that I've ever been the other woman as far as I'm concerned. Overall, you should just communicate with your partner, boundaries and expectations for what is and is not appropriate within your guys' relationship, because there is that sort of subjective part to infidelity and everything isn't completely black and white. Good evening and welcome back to America's favorite show, Is It Cheating? Where we hear from our very own viewers to determine whether or not they've been cheated on. All right, here's the first caller.
Hi guys, so my boyfriend tucked a strand of hair behind another woman's ear. Is that cheating?
All right, is it cheating? Let's ask the panel. Yes, kill him. All right, next caller.
I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years and he's been paying for another woman's OnlyFans.
Get to them all! All right, well, let's listen to the whole thing first.
But he says he only did it because all of the money that OnlyFans model made went to charity. And that charity ended up saving my cousin's life and getting him a kidney transplant. Is that cheating?
Yes? All right, next caller.
I recently broke into my girlfriend's phone and I found that she's been paying for adult videos, but she uses AI to put my face over the women and even the men in the videos. So everyone in the video has my face, even in the thing that rhymes with gorgies. Literally everyone has my face. But then when I looked at our personal sex tape that is saved on her phone, she photoshopped William Dafoe's face onto mine. So honestly, I'm just really confused. Is this cheating?
I think that, I don't know. Is it cheating? Who knows? The last thing I want to talk about are the varying perceptions and opinions on actual cheating and then also kind of the idea of cheating, because it seems like it varies. I know this might not be the best example because it was so long ago, but Tiger Woods' cheating scandal rocked the nation. Pure outrage. Outraged. They were acting like that man put rat poison in the Pope's soup. Okay, I swear, I think that happened when I was around 12 or 11 years old. I swear to you, that is how I learned what cheating was and that it was really, really bad. It was on the cover of every magazine. All the tabloids were talking about it. It was all over the news. I was like, oh my God, Tiger, you are in the doghouse. Who put a tiger into the doghouse? He's literally in the canine shack. And of course, a more recent example, Ned Fulmer from the Try Guys was flamed. Just absolutely had a huge cheating scandal, was tied up in the town square. People were throwing so many tomatoes at him that Prego literally had to halt production due to a lack of resources. Ariana Grande has been ridiculed for not necessarily cheating in her own relationships, but being the other woman in many other people's relationships and having home-wrecking tendencies. So those are tangible cases of actual infidelity. I think Ariana Grande's stuff is a little bit more speculation, but whether it was just speculation or in actuality, at the end of the day, she still reaped the consequences for those speculations or actions. But then in some cases of infidelity or just the idea of it, people seem to be almost okay with it or not outraged in a way where someone has to be socially burned at the stake. And of course, it's not a groundbreaking observation that people are going to be more okay with the idea of infidelity than actual infidelity, but I still just think that it's interesting nonetheless because it's all in regards to the same thing. For example, Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney had some cheating rumors and no one really seemed upset by it. If anything, they were like, yes, real cinema is back. Hollywood is back, baby. Movie stars are cheating on each other and ruining their relationships again. People were so ready to be on board with their hypothetical affair because, well, I think a lot of people just knew that it was PR for the movie and it was just a gag and a giggle. But something tells me that if it were confirmed that they were cheating on their significant others with each other, there wouldn't have been this sort of outraged reaction that we saw with Ned Fulmer or Tiger Woods or Adam Levine even. And I can't put my finger on as to why, but it's just me gut is telling me that. Now, this isn't the best example, but I still wanted to talk about it because I think it is really interesting when we think about how we view infidelity. The movie Past Lives. It's a great film. Watched it on an airplane. Not a good decision. I also watched The Whale with Brandon Fraser on an airplane. Like, literally, like, one-way ticket to Sob City. Why am I watching those on an airplane?
Hi, I'm editing, and I just realized that I didn't explain what the movie was about for those who haven't seen the movie, so I'm going to read the film synopsis. Nora and Hae-sung, two deeply connected childhood friends, are wrested apart after Nora's family emigrates from South Korea. Decades later, they are reunited one fateful week as they confront destiny, love, and the choices that make a life. And I also want to add that this movie isn't about cheating. Celine Song, the director, said herself, "The movie is not about cheating. The movie is about possibilities that die in our lives. Maybe in a couple more hundreds of lives from now, Nora and Hae-sung are going to fully be together, but it's certainly not in this one because she's in a great marriage with somebody else." So the movie is not about cheating. It's about kind of these what if moments in your life and how those are also in a way heartbreaking. And I'm sorry, I know that I'm going off on like a tangent about this movie, but I really do like this movie. But I do think that I'm mentioning it in this video about cheating, even though the movie is not about cheating, is because a lot of people would consider what Nora was doing and feeling towards Hae-sung. They would be really bothered by that if, you know, they were with Nora. Some people might consider that cheating. Okay, that's it. Sorry, I went on long enough.
But in Past Lives, it kind of shows the perspective of this sort of emotional cheating and the complexity of the human condition. And while we consider physical and emotional cheating to be this sort of character flaw and a poor reflection of the person committing the action, and we very clearly see that through the way that we treat, you know, these public figures who have had affairs, in the movie, and again, I understand that this is all fictional, so obviously it's easier to sympathize with something when it's not actually happening in real life and real people aren't being affected. But when people see that movie, while they do feel bad for Nora's husband, they don't necessarily villainize Nora at all, really. I at least not anyone that I've talked to who's seen the movie. No one villainizes Nora or Hae-sung. They are just... It's complicated. It's one of those times where you're just like, life is so complicated, and, you know, they had feelings for each other before, and da-da-da-da. And another instance of people being kind of more okay with cheating was the situation with the two GMA anchors who supposedly were cheating on both of their spouses with each other in the workplace. And this actually caused them to be let go. Let It Go by Elsa. And it seems like one of the reasons for people not being super upset about this situation was that their chemistry was just so good. They were literally just like, I understand that cheating is bad, but like, they look so good together. And for some reason, when people were reacting to this situation, they were consuming it more like juicy gossip that had the nation gagged rather than the moral failing that Ned Fulmer's situation was. And I do think that Ned Fulmer's situation was especially bad because he branded himself as the wife guy. So I do understand that. I get that obviously we as people consider the circumstances of a situation while we gauge how we are going to react to it emotionally and how it's going to make us feel. But I think that while we all sort of understand that infidelity is quote unquote wrong, it's interesting to see the varying reactions to infidelity or the idea of infidelity, and when we are a bit more remorseful, when we're outraged, when we just consume it like it's gossip when we're going to be borderline okay with it.
So I do have to mention it. The affair. I'm here to promote my movie, not talk about my personal life. So it was such a slay! Really? Yes, queen! Okay. The hearts of all of your dedicated fans are now slain because they made the fretful mistake of believing that you were loyal. Oh, and instead of being faithful to your loving husband of 20 years, you decided to start a steamy, hot, passion-filled love affair for the summer with your sexy, sexy co-star who has such a hot body even a Greek god would kill himself out of jealousy. Oh my god, so spicy. Oh, we love it. Do we really, or? No. Oh, okay.
So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you were thinking about cheating on your partner, maybe don't do that. Or maybe do it so that they can join a club and have kinship with others who have been betrayed. No, I'm just kidding. If you're planning on doing that today, cross that off your to-do list. Cross it off in a way, not that like, oh, yay, I did it. Cross it off, but cross it off like, just take it off the list. If you've been cheated on, I'm sorry that happened to you, but it's gonna be okay. It happens. I've discovered that maybe I shouldn't talk about it in such a normal way. Like in the way of like, oh, well, you know, everyone gets cheated on. I've been cheated on. Susan around the block's been cheated on. Because I was actually on, okay, sorry, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent. I was on a date, right? Or it was a complicated situation. We were on a date. We were on a date, and the way I was talking about relationships, she was kind of like, because I said, no, yeah, like, I've been cheated on, whatever, everyone gets cheated on, like, that's just normal, people just cheat, and, you know, you don't trust anyone, that's just how it is. And she was like, no. Real quick, another time I was on a date, and I was this is so bad, but it was just the truth, though, it was just the truth. We were sitting there talking, and I was like, yeah, to be honest, I do find dating to be a waste of my time, and I, like, really don't like it. Why did I do that? I think she appreciated my candor. She did ask to go out again, which I was so surprised. I was literally waving a red flag right in your face. Not even like a full bright red tapestry. I was basically putting it right in front of your face. Like, I was like, how do you want to go out with me again? But yeah, I am working on it. I'm working on it, and I do apologize to the girl that I went out with, and I said on the date that I found dating to be a waste of time. I wasn't saying it to her. I wasn't saying that the date we were on was a waste of time, but I was just explaining why I had been out of the dating game for so long. I don't understand why I'm trying to justify myself to you guys right now. It's fine. But yeah, I think maybe I need to, but therapy is just so like, you really have to go out of your way. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for a girl to come sweep me off my feet and like, just like remind me that love is, you know, not always so doom and gloom. Yeah, I'm gonna need to actively work on some things. Okay, enough of that. I don't know if any of that is even gonna make it into the video. But thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and until next time.
Oh, and I bet you would just love to see me again. I think I almost broke my neck during the last skit. Whoopsie! Yes, queen! Okay, down goes the boots in the house. Or whatever the fuck, okay? Well, filled summer love affair with your sexy, sexy co-host who's passion-filled summer love affair with your sexy, sexy co-star who's really, really hot and has a hot body and